Hi Kirby fans, so it's day 5 of the No Kirby Challenge. So what we'll do is we'll get straight to it. Hi Kirby fans, welcome back to the channel. Again, those who are new to the channel, if you haven't already and you're getting value out of this content, then contemplate slapping that subscribe button, support the channel, ding that bell for notifications, give us a big thumbs up, and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if I like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. Right, so today is the last day of using that Dyson. It's been a tiring week to say the least. You've seen me battle with that hose and you've seen my solution, and I will put a link in the description below for any of those products you want to find out where to get them from if you need to. If you're struggling with your Dyson and actually using that hose, I'll put a link in the description of where you can actually get those from. Right, so in today's episode, it's the last one. We're going to be doing mainly carpet. I think probably all carpet. So we're going to be cleaning all the mats, making sure there's nothing on those mats whatsoever. So anyone who thinks those who vacuum last wins, there's none of that going on. We're literally going to give that Dyson the best chance it can have, and I will literally go over and over and over those mats as much as I possibly can to make sure there is nothing in there. Before we get started, we're literally 36 subscribers away from that 900 subscriber question going up. So if you haven't already and you want to enter that competition, one, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure your subscriptions are open so I can actually see you subscribed. It's only fair that people that are supporting the channel by subscribing are entitled to enter that competition. Looking at my statistics, there's literally 70% of my viewers aren't subscribed to the channel. So if you're returning to the channel and you're getting value out of this content, it's absolutely free. Slap that subscribe button to help support the channel. Ding that bell for notifications. Give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if I like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. Also, if you're enjoying these videos, let me know in the comments below. Also, you can let me know on the Kirby Enthusiast Facebook page. And if you want more content like this, just ask for it. After the week I've had, my arms are killing me, my neck's killing me, literally from using that Dyson. So what we'll do is we'll finish the last day off. So what we'll do is we'll get straight to it. Right, so today, as I said, we're going to be running the Dyson DC14 for the last time, and we'll see what it's actually picked up. I'm not sure if I'm going to do these in 2 parts because I don't want it to be a long video. I might have to speed up the use of the Dyson, but I don't think that's too fair on people seeing how much I'm using it. If everyone's enjoying this content, make sure you comment down below, and if there's any other vacuums you want me to have a go at for a 5-day challenge, make sure you put it in the comments down below, and I'll see if I can get a hold of one. So now, to make it fair, what I thought, I wasn't going to run it, I'm not going to run it against the Avalir or the Centria because it's too new. This came out in 2004. Now, to my knowledge, this was in Australia, this was $800. $800 back then, which is quite a lot of money. It equates to about £600 UK. Now, I'm not sure how much they're in the UK, but I'm pretty sure they're worth £600. Now, on my left is the Ultimate G. I'm assuming this is not a lot much newer than that, and it had a lot of use. I have refurbed it, as you've seen in my videos, and I've refurbed this. I cleaned it out. Obviously, I didn't show that because I didn't want boring people when you're cleaning filters out, washing them out, and taking it all apart and cleaning it. Plus, it was quite a nightmare to actually do that. So, this is going to be running as it is. As you've seen, it's been used on sand tests. It's got a brand new fan in there, it's all been refurbed, and I am loving the comments. It's absolutely amazing, and thanks for being so supportive. I got this off a pensioner. She literally had it since 2004. For the past 10 years, she had stored it in the wardrobe because she found it too heavy, and she had actually upgraded to a Kirby Centria, which she found a lot easier to push around. What I'm doing is I'm running it against the Ultimate G. I've got the lower speed switch, so I can turn the speed switch down when I vacuum that mat. And I'm going to just pull pads. I'm not going to use the bag, I'm just going to pull pads, and we'll see what we get after we run it across with this first. And again, it's not the last vacuum wins, it's none of that. This has had plenty of chance to clean the whole house. It's been running every single day, it's been cleaning every mat over and over and over. Now I'm going to be using Dirt Meter with the Ultimate G, so we'll run this around and we'll see how we go and what results we actually get. So what we'll do is we'll get straight to it. Right, so before I start, I was advised to spin this 180 degrees because then it pushes pressure on that and keeps that in contact with the floor. Now I did this a couple of days ago when I was advised. I think it was after the first video I was told about doing it, which I've done. So that actually turns and you can spin it and it puts more tension on there, so it'll keep that up so it's against the actual floor. So headphones, just turn them down and away we go. So you can hear the brush roll is actually hitting the carpet. And before you can see it actually lifts the foil. Yeah. It's still got good suction. Going too fast. See it lifting that foil. The brush roll is working fully. And that is the Dyson. Now you can see the brush roll's working pretty well. So what I'm doing now, so I'm having to look up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over with the Ultimate G, and I'm not going to go both ways. I'm just literally going to go across and across and across and see what we pick up. Just got to check which is high power, I can't remember. So light off. So we'll start this way and we'll go exactly the same way. So I'll just start it up first and I'll lower the brush roll. Okay, so we've picked up some fluff. If we disengage the fluff, you've got all that sand there. And some of that is from when I was doing my sand tests. Obviously I haven't vat this with the G4, that's why I was going with the Ultimate G, because I know, but you can see, there's all that. Obviously that's carpet. But you can see what that sand and grit does to your carpet. And I think that's from obviously just vacuuming it with the Dyson, which any grit that's in there is just going to agitate it and wear away the carpet, because normally I don't get any fluff off this carpet anymore with my Kirby. So I'll put that as the first one. Right, so I'm just literally going to vacuum this half of the cinema room just to see if the Dyson's left anything behind. Now we've had a mat here covering this up most of the week, so last time it was vaxed was yesterday, the day before, and the day before, and the day before. So it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's been vacuumed with that Dyson, the whole cinema room, and I've took it slow. You've seen in my videos how slow I actually go with the Dyson to give it a chance to suck it up. So if there's anything left in this carpet, it's what the Dyson has left behind. Alright, so we'll start here. Headphone users, turn them down, and away we go. Lifting the foil, so plenty of agitation there. Right, so we can totally agree. Right, so we can totally agree that there shouldn't be anything left in this carpet. This Dyson has been going over it for 4 days. 4 days. Now before that, he'd been vacuuming with the Kirby, so there shouldn't be anything in it. If there's anything in it, it's what obviously blows through the door or has been trodden from socks, but there shouldn't be anything in this carpet. So what we'll do now is we'll go over the Ultimate G and see if she picks anything up. So headphone users, turn them down, and away we go. Right, so there's not a lot, but there is fluff. I mean, that's not carpet, that's just fluff. But there is grit that it's missed. Now you can see it, I don't know if you can see that glistening. So what I'll do is I'll write on these pads where they're actually from. Right, so you can see from all those pads, just as we're going, if you've moved from a Kirby to a Dyson, you're putting dirt back in your house, you're not keeping it out. And that's just my opinion. Now this mat, this gets pretty bad because obviously we wear our shoes. This is where we take our shoes off. So it does hold a lot of dirt. This has been vacuumed every single day with this Dyson. It hasn't, the Kirby hasn't touched it. So if we get anything out of this, and it's only a thin mat, we're going to see, I mean there's hairs on it at the moment, but this Dyson will pick them up, should get up all the hairs, should be no hairs, no dirt. So what we'll do, headphone users turn them down, and we'll just get straight to it. That's heavy. Right, so you can agree, after that, I've been over it every single day for the past 4 days, and I've just been over it again. Now, it was struggling to pick up the hair, there was a hair floating around, and it did eventually get it. Now, I'm only going to go over this a few strokes for the Kirby, and we'll see what we actually pick up. Now, I'm using the Ultimate G purely because I can take advantage of the low power mode, so I'm going to stick it in low power mode so I can actually vacuum this mat, and we'll see if we actually get anything. So I'm using less power than what that Dyson's using. I'll have to check, and I will let you know at the end of the day what wattage that actually was, but we've only got a 635 watt motor in here, and Dysons are meant to be the best vacuums in the world. Now, in my opinion, you're paying a lot of money for a plastic vacuum, so you want it to actually work. I'm just glad I didn't buy one of these brand spanking new and pay that ridiculous amount. Now, I'm going to hopefully do a test against the V10s and the V11s. I'm trying to see if I can get some off Dyson. Whether they'll let me review them, I don't know, purely because they might look at me as Kirby biased, but I'm not. I'm just showing you as it is, and my tests are always honest. So, yeah, what we'll do is we'll jump straight to it and see what we fetch off this. So, we want low power mode, so it's down, green light should be on. Right, so I've only gone over that quickly, and I'll quickly show you the pad. Right, so you can see we've got dog hairs that it's missed. There's grit, I can feel all the grit in there. Now this Kirby's sucking a lot less than it actually would with the bag on. And there's all grit in there, you can actually feel it and hear it. So that's what it's missed. Now it's been vacuuming that for 4 days. Yes, the dog was over it overnight, and I've just given that plenty of, what's the name, but there's all the dog hairs, and there's the grit. Yes, there's not a lot there, but you can imagine what's going to build up over time in your home. Right, so I've had to lay the camera on the floor, and I'm only going to do one side of the bed. Now again, this has been vacuumed every single day with the Dyson for 4 days. This is the 5th day. Now I'm not going to stop the video, I'm going to keep it running so you can see me walking. You know I'm not leaving it or anything. So now we're going to get the Kirby. And we're just going to go over the Kirby lightly. Just like that. It's going to reach, which it will. So again, headphone users, turn them down. So just zoom over so you can actually see I'm not faking it. Alright, so we'll get that pad out. This is pad number 4, it's out the bedroom anyway, you've just seen me. Alright. Now it's actually just picked up fluff and grit. There we go. So there's fluff and grit. Now there shouldn't be any grit in there because that's been vacuumed every single day for the past week. It was vacuumed before with Kirby, and I'm using the dirt meter, which actually sucks up less, is less efficient, and you can see all the grit there, and obviously that's just fluff what comes off your clothes and stuff. So this is all what that Dyson has missed. Right, so just put these pads back in, and then what we're going to do, we're going to get the Dyson and we're going to run it in that hallway. Now the hallway does get not bad, but that's the main area where the dog walks through. We walk through to the toilet. We've got the air conditioning which sucks up in that area, so it's sucking up all the dust from the house and actually dumping it there because we've got recycled air. So what we'll do is we'll run the Dyson and see, and I'll run it generously again. I'll probably go over about 4 or 5 times. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm hoping it's not too long, and I'll try not to edit it, but then you can watch it as and when you want to watch in stages, or you can probably watch it. It'll probably be about an hour long, I reckon. But we'll see how we go and see what the Dyson leaves behind yet again. Right, so you've seen me vacuum this mat a couple of times. Obviously I didn't show it on camera every single day because the videos was just gone forever. So I've videoed me using it quite a lot around the house. I've used it in the bedrooms, I've used it in the hall every single day. Now we're going to go over it again with the Dyson. Yes, the filter hasn't been emptied, or yes, the plastic tub hasn't been emptied, but it's barely full. There's literally about 1 inch in there, if that. So it shouldn't lose any efficiency. If it loses efficiency that quick, then they're definitely not as good as they say. So what we're going to do is go over this and we'll give it a fair go like we've done before with the Dyson, and then I'll just give it a quick go with the G3. I'll give it a quick go with the Ultimate G with the tech drive on, so it's whizzing through, and we'll see how we go. Right, so headphone users, turn them down. Right, so hopefully we can agree that there shouldn't be anything left in this carpet. Now we normally have a runner there, so that's going to reduce the amount of dirt that actually gets in the carpet anyway, so that there shouldn't be really anything here. Now these were brand new carpets when we moved in 5 years ago, and we've had a Kirby since day one. So there's been no dirt, obviously there's dirt coming in the house, but there's been no dirt actually left in the carpets to my knowledge, and you've seen the power of my G4, and that's what I've been using a hell of a lot on it to make sure that there's absolutely nothing in these carpets. Now, they're not wearing or anything like that. They're literally 5 years old, but they still look as good as the day they're actually laid, apart from there where we've had a mat, purely because when we had the dog as a puppy, she peed, and I had to clean it and obviously flatten the pole a bit. But other than that, that's spotless carpets. So what I'll do now, and I'm not going to cut this and make it shorter, you can see I haven't edited it. I'm going to get the Ultimate G and run along with it. So we're still using the dirt meter. So it stopped. So the washing machine, we won't hit the curb again anyway. Right, so headphone users, turn them down and away we go. So I'm not quick mats here, as you can see. I haven't gone over as much as I did with the Dyson, so I've gone even less. And let's see what we got. Oh, what a surprise. Right, so again, we've got, you can't really see, but we've got grit. It's not a lot of grit, but there's still grit, so it's not picking up. And there's fluff as well, off your clothes and stuff. Okay. Right, so again, we're going to have minimal editing on this video, purely to show you that these are 100% honest reviews and honest uses. And anyone who's looking at buying a Dyson, you can see from my results, I wouldn't bother. Especially, well, I don't know what the new ones are like, but I'm hoping to test one of those out. But we're going to see now, this has been vaxed every single day for 4 days running. This is the 5th day. There's a few dog hairs on here from today or last night. So we're going to vat this and then we're going to go over it with the Kirby. So this does hold a lot of dirt. This does hold a lot of dirt. It's the main walkway for the dog, and obviously if we're walking in and out, because we've got clay in the back garden, so it does get a lot of dirty paw prints on it, and there will be, should have been a lot of dirt in here. But because we've got the Dyson and we've had it for 4 days, and I had a Kirby before, there shouldn't be anything or minimal amounts coming out of this, because the amount of time I've vacuumed it, it should be getting everything out. So what we'll do, I won't cut the video, I'll leave it and let you see me carry the G5, G7 in as well. So yeah, let's have a go and see what it actually leaves behind. So headphone users, turn them down. Whoops, turn it on, plugged in. So turn it on, switch it. Raising the coil, it does raise the coil. again. So we can probably agree that that is well and truly vacked. There shouldn't be anything in here, anything. So what we'll do now is we'll get the G7, so I'll have to do a quick run over there so I don't have to cut the video. Okay, we've got a clean pad. I'll just show you as well, make sure you know we've got a clean pad. Now, the only issue over these, and I'm going to have to do the tech drive off, because when you put the tech drive on the Kirby's, for some reason over the sculpted carpet they tend to they don't like it too easy. Right, so headphone users, turn them down and we'll go. Right, so I gave that Dyson a fair go, I've gave it a fair chance. So if there's anything in here, could you honestly agree with me that the Dyson isn't working? Okay, so we've got dog ears, fluff, and surprise, surprise, grit. Now, this has been vacked every single day with that Dyson. Now, I run my dirt meters over these probably once a month and nothing comes out of them. Barely anything. So that shows you that, and that was serviced, that was cleaned out, brush roll was spot fine on it, never used for 10 years. That it's not working. Right, so this is the deep wool mat. It's exactly the same, about the same thickness as the one in the front room. In fact, it's thinner. And we did pay a lot of money for this. I think it was meant to be like $800, and I think we got it on sale from Masters for about $300 before they closed down. So we're going to go over it again. Now there's hairs from the dog because she's been lying on here because her bed's literally there, but she does lie on the mat and she lies down there because she has to be close when we're watching the settee, when we're watching the telly. So we're going to go over this extremely with the Dyson again. I'm going to go both ways, that way, and then I'm going to go that way, and then with the Kirby I'm just going to go that way. And I'll do that again for you. Okay, for those who liked it. So there's, after this, so after this, we're just going to pull a pad from the settee. So we're going to go over the settee with the Dyson again. Now the suction on that is astronomical when it's sucking that settee. So we'll see how we go with that, and then I'm going to get the zip brush out, or I might just get a polish. I'll get the zip brush out and see how we go with the Kirby on it. So what we'll do is we'll get straight to it. I'm not going to cut these down while I'm doing the two comparisons, purely because then you can see I'm not cheating my results. Right, so the camera actually fell over, so that wasn't a good start, but we're going to go over this. I'll try to catch the camera with the lead again, and so there we go. So headphones, just turn them down. Okay, so it was literally just to show you that brush roll is spinning. It's not slowing down, it is spinning. Right, just take that. Right, so if the camera don't fall over again, because I've got the, that's what it was, I've got the Kirby wire and it pulled it over. So that should, yeah, that should be fine. Right, so what we'll do, we'll literally go from one end to the other, and not as much as we did with the Dyson. Okay, so headphone users, turn them down. Right, so this is literally 5 days of using the Dyson. Now, my bags are never full of fluff. So we've got dog hairs. Oops. So we've got dog hairs, as you can see there. Carpet, because of the damage from all this sand and grit. And you can see, you can hear it. You can hear all that sand and grit. Now that's been vacuumed every single day with that. Now you can see what it's left behind, and this pulls out less with the dirt meter. So I've definitely got to vac my whole house completely with the Kirby for at least, I'd say at least a week to get all the rubbish that this is actually left behind. Right, so this is normally everyone's favourite part. Now, as I discovered yesterday, there's certain things you can actually use that sort of work if you're having issues with your Dyson. Now, I'm hoping after watching these videos that you go and invest in a second-hand Kirby and just get it refurbished, or refurbish it yourself by watching my videos. There's plenty of videos and refurbishment videos on my channel to help you do that, and there's plenty of tutorials as well, so make sure you check those out. Now, if you're still planning on keeping your Dyson and you're still having issues with that hose, then I will put links in the description of where to get one of these to literally put behind there. Or the other option is go to B&Q if you're in England, or I don't know where you go in America, I can't think, but yeah, or Australia, go to Bunnings, get some bricks, stick it behind it. Or your other option is a ratchet strap, and you can ratchet strap it to a table, which will stop it pulling over. So you need to go through all that process, or just buy a Kirby. So what we'll do now, I'll try not to break my neck with this vacuum again. I'm going to go over the upholstery tool, give it one last vacuum, and then we're going to go over it with the Kirby and the zip brush and see what we actually pick up. So what we'll do is we'll get straight to it. Okay, now I think you've seen this vacuumed every single day in my videos. So again, we'll see what it leaves behind. Headphone users, turn them down. Go on. Kira, move. She's back for the vacuum. Move. Oh, right. So it didn't get me today, it nearly did. And I'm shattered. Right, so this is the one part I've been looking forward to and really excited about is obviously using the Kirby with a zip brush. And it's not going to attack me. The hose isn't a stretchy hose, it's a normal hose. So what we'll do, so just get all this out of the way and then we'll set the Kirby up and we'll vacuum that. Right, so we just set up with the G7. Just whack the hose on. I'll quickly show you the pads are actually clean as well. Just wind that bush roll off. Hose. And away we go. And that is way quicker to set up than the actual Dyson. So make sure that's on the drive. So headphone users, turn them down, and before I go, right, just quickly show you. That's a clean pad, and we'll see what we pull off. Right, so she's all set up. We've got a clean pad in there. So what we'll do is get straight to it. Now, with the dirt meter, obviously the zip brush wasn't spinning as fast as it normally does, which I've demonstrated in another video. I'll just quickly turn it on as well and show you how slow it was actually going. So you can see it goes a lot slower because of the reduced airflow with using the dirt meter. Now this has been a week, and yeah, shocking. And that is with the zip brush not running on its full. And there's grit in there again. grit. Now you just see me vac that off with the Dyson. Right, so you've just seen me go over that with the zip brush, and as we know, the zip brush isn't sucking as powerful as it normally does. You can hear it's really loud, high pitch normally when that zip brush is going, and you've seen what it picked up. Now that's been vacuumed every single day with the Dyson. Again, there's grit in there, so you can see what damage it's going to do to your settee and your carpets, literally by using something that isn't made for the job, isn't fit for the job in my opinion. It's not getting all the dirt out of your home. Now yes, I used to sell Kirby vacuums years and years and years ago, and I actually bought a G4. I blatantly refused to buy a plastic vacuum when we moved into our own home. I think we didn't have one for about 2 or 3 years, because I used to sell the G3. I knew what the Heritage 2 could do from my mum's experience and my stepdad's experience, so I knew the Heritage 2 was good. The G3 had just came out, and then I was demonstrating that in 91, late 91. See what they could do, and then we didn't get a generation until 1994. So we went 3 years without a Kirby, and we just had a sweeper, purely because I knew that these were not up to the job. Now Kirby's been going for over 100 years, Dyson's been going for 42 years. Now they're literally, you know, practically half the age, if not just under half the age of the Kirby. So you'd think by now that they'd have a system that actually gets all the dirt out. So it just goes to show you that there is no better vacuum than the Kirby. I can't express it anymore. Now I can't understand why people buy Kirbys from door-to-door salesmen, and then 2 or 3 years down the line they sell them off on buy, swap and sell, and what do they go out and buy? A Dyson. Yes, the Kirbys are heavy if you're not using the tech drive. Now, I'm no spring chicken, but yes, the Kirbys are heavy, but if you use them correctly and you tech drive and you service them, and you can service them using my videos that are up, and my videos are all categorised, so you've got your shampoo videos, your repair videos, your strip down videos, they're all there for everybody to watch and everybody to use. So if you're getting value out of this content, again, make sure you slap that subscribe button to show your support for the channel. I'm trying to give as much information out there as I can to show that they're not a con. People say they're a con, and they're not a con. We've had our G4 since 1994, it's still running like new. You've seen the upgrades I've done in it, and you've seen what it actually produces. It's absolutely awesome. Now you can go out and you can buy a second-hand Kirby and then just buy the parts and refurbish them. Any parts that you actually need are always in the links in the description or below, whether it be the fan, the brushes, things like that. But as far as I'm concerned, I will never own anything, no matter whether I'm 90, anything other than a Kirby vacuum. Right, so I hope you've enjoyed these daily vlogs of me using the Dyson. We've had some stressful moments, to say them the least. So what I'm going to do is quickly zoom in and show you what we actually picked up. After 5 days use of using that Dyson, and I used it every single day, and my arms are absolutely killing me from using that hose. I can't specify enough how hard it is to use that hose. I'll quickly zoom in and show you the pads that we picked up. Right, so this is the first one we got, and you can hear the grit, and that's obviously the demo mat, that's the sand. I hadn't vacuumed that with the G4 for a while, so there's still sand in it, which I'm going to have to clean out first before I do any more demonstrations, but there wasn't a lot in there. So that was the first pad. Then we've got the cinema room floor. Now that's covered up with the mat, but we've still got a bit of grit that's been brought in. Now like I said, it does blow it through the windows. Alright, this is the mat by the front door. So again, still got grit, dog hairs that it actually missed. Then we've got the master bedroom. So again, this is just one side of it. So I'm going to have to vacuum that whole bedroom with my Kirby to get rid of all that. Then we've got the hallway mat. So the hallway floor. So you can hear the grit again. Now this is just 4 days of going over it with the Dyson, so you can imagine after a month how much grit, and then you start getting carpet fibres in there as well, that the grit would be cutting away. Now this was a blue mat, this was after we vacuumed it, and we still picked up all these dog hairs. And again, I'll just put that over there, all that grit. So that's by the back door. Now this was quite surprising, this was the games room. Now I never get fluff off my carpet. Now this is just a week, this is a wall carpet, okay, and this is what damage has been caused literally through using the Dyson over the past week. All the grit left in there, and obviously the wall carpet. And then finally the settee. Now bear in mind the zip brush wasn't running at its full speed. We were using the dirt meter, so it wasn't going at its full capacity, and we still got grit and dust. So you can see there's only 8 pads. Alright, so there's 8 pads there. So this might be a bit windy, I'm not too sure it's going to turn out, but I'm just going to empty the Dyson bag. So let's put my mask on, but why someone would empty this is beyond me. So I'll just zoom in the other way and show you emptying the bin on what we've got. So we literally got, it's up to about there, so about a third. So I'm just going to empty that in the bin. Oops. Okay, to empty these, you've literally got a button that you pull there apparently, so you pull that, or push, and then it drops out. But why? I've got a mask on luckily. Let's just see what we've got. So there's still all that dirt and grime and rubbish in there that you're going to have to clean out at some point. So why would you want to empty your own rubbish? That's just nasty. Right, so if you're getting value out of this content, then, and you haven't already, and you want to be in a chance to enter that competition, then contemplate slapping that subscribe button to show your support for the channel. It's absolutely free. Ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if you like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. Right, so as you can see from my results, the Kirby is a winner overall. I nearly broke my neck when I tripped over my own hose. I'll probably leave that in just so people can have a bit of a laugh, because I wasn't looking where I was going, and that was just the case. I just had to push the Kirby back a bit and watch where I was going. So I hope you've enjoyed this content. If you want me to do reviews of any of the vacuums, I'm going to try and contact Dyson, and whether they'll send me a vacuum or not, to do a review on their cordless ones against the Kirby vacuum again, and see whether they are as good as they supposedly are. But you can see from all those pads we pulled 8 pads. Now if Kirby's come into your house, they probably literally pull about 6 off your carpet, about 4 off your settee, your curtains, you know, the floor will be covered in pads. So it just goes to show you that your Dysons aren't working. They're not working whatsoever. Yes, that Dyson's from 2014, but it was cleaned out, it was serviced, and I did change all the filters in there and clean them out, so there was nothing in there whatsoever. The lady had stored it for 10 years. So I've got a 2010 G7. Yes, I serviced it, you've seen me service it, and stripped it all down and cleaned it, so that was spotless. It's been used for a couple of sand demonstrations, but other than that, it's been used around the house. So you can see that a 10-year-old Kirby can still outdo a vacuum that has been barely been used. Because basically that vacuum is 6 years old. The lady didn't use it for 10. She bought it in 2004 and left it, and then 2010 she got a Centria. So you can see that Dyson was literally 6 years old, if that. The lady had stored it away when she bought a Centria, and that was it. You know, it never got used. Again, if you join these videos and you're getting value out of the content, then contemplate. Don't forget, we're hopefully getting close to that 900 mark, so that video should hopefully go up over the weekend. Now there's 70% of the people viewing this channel that aren't subscribed, so if you want to show your support for the channel and you're returning and you're getting value out of it, then contemplate slapping that subscribe button, dinging that bell for notifications, give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. Like I said, I will reply to the comment, and if you like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. So what we'll do is we'll cut to the bloopers, and I'll catch you in the next one. Right, so looking at my statistics, also let me know on the Kirby Enthusiast back faith.